जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव जय सुभद्रा। जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज कचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद् हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज कचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद् हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोविंद भगवान की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धः ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 9, chapter entitled Dhruva Maharaj Returns Home. Text 46 and 47. So 46 has no purport, so we'll discuss and recite the shloka. We'll recite 47th text. Next one. Yeah, we'll recite. I'll just read this on my own and then we'll recite that. Suruchestam samuthapya padavantam vanatam arbhakam pariswajaya jiveti bashpa gadgadaya gira. Suruchi, the younger mother of Dhruva Maharaj, seeing that the innocent boy had fallen at her feet, immediately picked him up, embracing him with her hands, and with tears of feelings, she blessed him with the words, "My dear boy, long may you live." Text 47 we'll recite. Yasya prasanna bhagavan gunair maitriyadibhir harihi tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa iva swayam. Yasya prasanna bhagavan gunair maitriyadibhir harihi tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa iva swayam. Yasya prasanna bhagavan gunair maitriyadibhir harihi tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa iva swayam. Word to word meaning. Yasya. Yeah, anyone else would like to recite? Please go ahead. Yasya prasanna bhagavan gunair maitriyadibir harihi tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa iva swayam. Anyone else? Word to word meaning. Yasya, anyone with whom prasannaha is pleased, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Gunai, by qualities, Maitriyadibhi, by friendship, etc. Harihi, Lord Hari, Tasmai, unto him, Namanti, offer respects, Bhutani, all living entities, Nimnam, to low ground, Apaha, water, Eva, just as, Swayam, automatically. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Unto one who has transcendental qualities due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor just as water automatically flows down by nature. Purport. The question may be raised in this connection: why Suruchi, who was not at all favorably disposed towards Dhruva, blessed him, long may you live, which means that she also desired good fortune for him. The answer is given in this verse. Since Dhruva Maharaj was blessed by Lord due to his transcendental qualities, everyone was bound to offer him all respects and benediction. Just as water by its nature flows downward, a devotee of the Lord does not demand respect from anyone, but wherever he goes, he is honored by everyone throughout the whole world with all respect. Srinivasa Acharya said that the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are respected throughout the entire universe because a devotee, having pleased the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the source of all emanations, automatically pleases everyone, and thus everyone offers him respect. Please respond to the translation. Repeat the translation responsively. Unto one who has transcendental qualities, due to friendly behavior with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all living entities offer honor, just as water automatically flows down by nature. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Patagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsya Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desha Tarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratushe Nama. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripri वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So it's our great fortune that every day, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we come in contact with Krishna in the form of deities, in the form of holy names, and in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. And after that in the form of prasadam. There are so many organizations, spiritual organization, but such rigid program, what Srila Prabhupada has given, it's out of the world. Every day this morning program is so powerful. If somehow or the other we attend this entire morning program, right from Mangalarti till Srimad Bhagavatam, the day is different for us because the consciousness changes. There's a tendency in the conditioned soul to change the external environment rather than changing the internal environment. We have a tendency to change the other person rather than changing oneself. That is how every conditioned soul acts, be it Hiranyakashipu or be it today's common, living entities. Everyone is trying to change others. Even birds, even reptiles, even animals, if they see anything, they apparent threat, they will not try to change themselves. They'll try to harm others. That's how material world acts. And that is called selfishness. Every one of us, in a conditioned state, we have this tendency of selfishness. Prahlad Maharaj and here Dhruv Maharaj very wonderfully explain. Prahlad Maharaj says that, my dear friends, if you want to be really happy, don't try to change other person. Don't try to change external things. Try to change your things inside. And we see Prahlad Maharaj never tried to, change any situation around him. There were so many attempts being made to kill him. 5-year-old boy, such innocent, sweet little boy. And his father is determined, hell-bent to kill him. He is not able to kill him. But Prahlad is not trying to even protect himself. Jai Shri Shri Radha Govinda Bhagavan ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj never tried to protect himself. He always just chanted the holy names of Krishna and be dependent on him. And then how situation, Krishna personally comes and protects his devotees. Because that is Krishna's instruction or Krishna's promise in Bhagavad Gita. Now, this pastime, actually one of the most beautiful verse, and I thank the devotees, and Radha Govinda to arrange this verse for me to speak on, because this is what I need to practice for myself. So Dhruva, you know the story, so just describe in few minutes. Dhruv Maharaj wanted to sit on the lap of his father. And Dhruva, being the son of elder wife or elder queen of the king Uttanapad, Suruchi and Sunidhi. Suniti, she was not treated very nicely by the king. even though she's the principal queen. The king is more attracted and spends time with the younger queen Suruchi, whose younger son, around 3 years old, is Uttama. Next verse you will read about Uttama. So Dhruva comes, and here is, casually sitting maybe in his living room, Uttanapad is sitting. So Dhruva comes and tries to sit on the lap of his father, which is completely all right for a son, 5-year-old son. He wants to sit on the lap of his father. Today's children may want to play video game, but earlier, when there were no video games, no mobiles, no TVs, people would just spend time with family members. So then Suruchi stopped him. And she kind of said that this is not for you. If you want to sit on the lap of your father, you will need to take birth from my womb. That means she's telling that you go and die. And maybe next life you take birth from my womb, then you can sit on the lap of your father. Come on, who talks? And this is not even in Kali Yuga. Even in Kali Yuga, I don't think people are so harsh, so heartless. Who talks in such language to a 5-year-old boy back in Satyuga? It's okay. He's a harmless kid. So whenever we think that, oh, I am so harmless, I am not doing any wrong, why am I being penalized? Why am I being judged? Why am I being, looked down? Krishna's plan is there. Just accept. It's very difficult for me also. It's very easy to say, but it's very difficult to accept. But that is the fact, that is the reality. Dhruva also did not accept. He became furious. His eyes became like bloodshot. His lips red, shivering. And he is so angry. He's trying to control his anger as if he wants to just kill his stepmother. How can you stop me? I'm the legal son of my father. Nowadays we can say that. I'm the legal son of my father. How can you stop me from sitting on his lap? And Dhruva became very angry, very upset. But what he can do? He's a young boy, he cannot fight. Prabhupada says he's a Kshatriya Kumara. He's a Kshatriya blood warrior. He goes to his mother and cries. What can he do? And mother then tells, don't. Very interesting lessons. One of the most important lessons which every mother, every father, every well-wisher should give to their well-wishers, if you are really a well-wisher. Dhruva's mother, Suniti, she told Dhruva, do not harbor any malice, any negative, any ill intentions for your stepmother. What she has done, she has done. You do not have to hold any ill intentions for her. He says, I want to attain the kingdom which is bigger than my father, bigger than his father, and bigger than his father. Uttanapad, his father Swayambhu Manu, his father Brahma. I want to have kingdom bigger than Brahma. Okay, Suniti says, okay, Brahma has been given kingdom by Vishnu. So you follow the path of dharma. She's not telling, go in the night and kill your father, kill your stepmother. Follow the path of dharma, because dharma will prevail. Whatever we may do, whatever, in Sanskrit they say, dharmo rakshati rakshata. Whatever the quick fix solutions. Try to attain a lot of money using shortcuts. name, fame using shortcuts. Huh? But whatever you are destined, it will come. Sometimes as devotees, we use some tricks to attain one full plate of Mahaprasadam. Even though that's allowed, but if you are not destined, you will not be able to honor it. Even if you eat, you will not be able to relish it. So whatever is in your destiny, it will come. And if anything you want extra, follow the process of dharma. So he goes to forest and he meets Narada Muni. Narada Muni tells, tests him, and then he gives him mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So Dhruva Maharaj goes to Krishna's land, Madhuvan. He practices there in 6 months. In 6 months he is able to conquer the unconquerable Lord Narayana. Ajita, who is unconquered, he conquers him. 6 months. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so fond of hearing these pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj. Again and again, Gadadhar Pandit would speak. So after 6 months, now this is the shlok where after 6 months he comes back. When he comes back, Narad Muni has already informed King Uttanapa that your son is coming back, don't worry. He'll come back very soon. Completely transformed personality. He'll become a pure devotee. When he comes, his father, embraces him, cries. And that's okay. Father was feeling bad that my son was not allowed to sit on my lap and he just left home, he went to forest. Suniti also embraced Dhruva because after meeting his father, Dhruva went to Suniti and touched her feet. Then he goes and touches the feet of Suruchi. And Suruchi's heart has melted and she's telling, my dear boy, long you may live. How come 6 months ago you were telling me to die and now you are telling me long may you live? What changed? Has Suruchi undergone some course? Has she been visiting to a psychiatrist? Huh? Has she come to ISKCON where she is chanting 64 rounds every day? No. She just continued her regular day-to-day activities as a queen. But what changed is Dhruva. How many of us, we have felt sometime in our life that I am right, another person is wrong, and still I am being penalized. We have felt that many times. How many times we feel that, I feel some other devotee, because we are in devotee circle, I feel that this devotee is not happy with me, or this devotee has some negativity towards me, or maybe this devotee has some envy towards me. Someone who's working in a corporate office, he also feels the same thing. I'll tell you one real incident from South Africa. So there was a Mataji. She's devotee. Yeah? A young, dynamic, very successful businesswoman. Very successful. So she works in a corporate. She's not a businesswoman, she's a corporate. So she is at a very high level, at very young age, almost like a vice president of the company. And that's the president of the company. So she's unmarried and president of the company. Many times he felt that I should approach this girl and try to have an extramarital affair, illicit affair with her. I am her boss, I have the privilege, I'll give her some extra pennies and then enjoy her body. But he never, he tried to approach, but he couldn't get any success. So when then this Mataji, this girl got married, so the boss came. And he told her on her marriage day, you know, I always wanted to have some side affairs with you. Just to enjoy your body, because you're so beautiful. So then she said, so, but you never approached. It's not that she's willing now. She's a very chaste girl. He said, whenever I try to approach you, I could sense some force within you which is stopping me. There's something in your aura which is stopping me. And I could not approach you. So when one practices Krishna consciousness, he is protected at so many levels we even don't know. Maybe I was supposed to meet accident. Maybe I was supposed to, maybe my flight was supposed to crash. Maybe I was supposed to get stuck in floods or in earthquake. So many places Krishna is protecting his devotees, even neophyte. Srila Rupa Goswami says even a neophyte devotee is protected by Krishna personally. What to talk about advanced devotee like Dhruva, even a neophyte devotee is protected by Krishna. Krishna gets personally involved in the life of a neophyte devotee. Why? Because this neophyte devotee has agreed to chant Hare Krishna mantra. This living soul has accepted Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maybe he is not convinced, but he theoretically has accepted. This Jiva has come to my temple and he pays obeisances to me. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Pay obeisances to me. This Jiva has accepted Srila Prabhupada as spiritual authority. And he's trying to follow the instructions of Prabhupada, given in his purports, given in his lectures. Krishna is attracted even to neophyte devotees. What to talk about the Madhyama Adhikari and the Uttama Adhikari, even Kanishta. But here, Dhruva has become a pure devotee. So Krishna has transformed the heart of Suruchi because Dhruva became a devotee. Not because Suruchi has done anything. So if I am working in corporate and I feel that some people are envious of me, then I need to change. I need to become purer. If I feel the same within the devotee community, I need to become purer. I need to advance in bhakti because every conditioned soul will love a devotee. Example, Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. Coming to this area for any ISKCON devotee, and I've been in ISKCON in like 20 years. Coming to this area first time, that strong vibration. Prabhupada's dear deity is Radha Govinda. One of the first Radha Krishna deities installed. And this area where Srila Prabhupada has walked, Srila Prabhupada has struggled. What he had? Nothing. Physically he had nothing. 2 heart attacks. Things were stolen in Bowery. And we know the episode of David. Yeah. And then he's on his own. Then he knocks the door of some boys and girls. Where do I go? Why do they help him? Because Prabhupada is a pure devotee, not that they are kind-hearted people. They might be kind-hearted people, they would have gradually become devotees by association of Prabhupada, but because Krishna wants things to be arranged for Prabhupada, it's Krishna's responsibility. Then Captain Pandya, who brought Prabhupada in the ship, Jaladuta, from India to America, He said, I've never seen in last 35 years such calm Pacific Ocean. Why? All the elements, all the physical elements, all 23, 24 elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, ego, knowledge acquiring senses, everything is servant of Krishna. And if we become devotee, these elements which are disturbing us will give us happiness. How this ferocious ocean, now again we are seeing hurricane. How this ferocious ocean became so calm? Because Krishna instructed so. Srila Prabhupada was in New Delhi and he did a program. 30,000 people. And after the program, people are like, they just want to touch his feet. Thousands of people. And all Prabhupada's the senior disciples, sannyasis, they're thinking, what is happening? We have never seen such thing. Prabhupada said, because I am free from lust, they bow down to me. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he would walk after taking sannyas, he was going to Vrindavan. He tried, unsuccessful attempt to go to Vrindavan. As soon as he will keep one foot and then he will go from there, thousands of devotees will just want to take the dust from that place. And as Mahaprabhu will walk, everything will become like, like potholes on the path. Because purity attracts. Then Prabhupada himself gives this example of 6 Goswami. Whether gentle people or ruffians, all would bow down to Goswamis. And we have seen, I personally witnessed when I was in China with His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. I was traveling with him as an assistant. So, we were just walking on the street, going from one place to another place. So, we just walked like few hundred meters in saffron ropes in Shanghai. And one person, Chinese person, has no connection, does not know anything about ISKCON because ISKCON is not much known, and this is the year 2016. He just came and he took out his red envelope. They have this red envelope. They give dakshina, donation. He pulled out a red envelope, put some cash in it, and he gave to Maharaj. And he bowed down to him. How could he know? Who is he? A purity attracts. Then we went to a very old temple. It was 17th century temple, Shanghai temple, Buddhist temple. And the locals who are taking us, who have called us, invited us for the program, so they have kind of a cafeteria like we have Govindas. So you can have variety of herbal teas. So we are just having a lemonade, warm lemon tea. And again one person comes and he gives donation to Maharaj. And who was that person? He was the manager of that restaurant within the temple. Imagine our Govinda managers, Govinda restaurant's manager giving donation to someone else. He belongs to temple and he's the manager of restaurant, but he's giving donation. And I was surprised. That's how when you become purer, as we become purer, people will become friends. And that is how a pure devotee becomes ajatra shatru. No enemy. Yudhishthir Maharaj. Even Duryodhan couldn't envy Yudhishthir Maharaj. Sanatan Goswami was called as, he was called as Baba. In Braja, in Vrindavan, he was called as Baba. Because he was like a fatherly figure to every household. He would know whose daughter is yet to be married, whose son is doing what, whose health is like, what is happening with their health. He would know everything about the families in Vrindavan. They would call him Baba. Raghunath Das Goswami, when his father and uncle, Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar, they just ran away because king is behind their life. And Raghunath is preaching to that person, you are like my uncle. You all are three brothers. And he gets his heart gets melted. So whenever we feel, what is the practical application? Whenever we feel that some devotee is against me, rather than using some tactics, rather than trying to convince the other person, we should chant more attentively. We should read. We should try to increase our purity. And then you will see even enemies will become friends. There's no other way to win over enemies, especially in this Kali Yuga. It's impossible. Only by purity we can win over enemies. Lord Ramchandra, when he and Lakshman, they stood when this in Dandakaranya forest. Ravana's area was there, and this Ravana's brothers, what was their name in Dandakaranya, Nasik? So they wanted, when Shurpanakha complained, so they wanted to kill. Khar Dushan, Khar and Dushan. So when Khar saw Lord Ram, he told his brother Dushan, he said, "Oh brother, look at this human being. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Let us take him to our capital and we will make him stand, and every day we'll just watch his beauty." Even enemies become like surrender to Lord Ram. It's so beautiful. And then we know this pastime of Kaliya. When Krishna jumps inside the lake, Kaliya becomes a little angry. Who has challenged me? And then he's a little angry, but when he sees beautiful form of Shyam Sundar, a 6-year-old boy, beautiful form of Shyam Sundar, his heart melts. He is such beautiful. But Krishna didn't want his love that time. Krishna wanted him to become angry so that he can fight. I have only seen them in pictures. First time I am seeing them real. So beautiful form. But we can only appreciate the beauty of the deities if we become pure. Imagine Prabhupada or any other pure devotee seeing Radha Govinda deities. They don't see the deities. They don't see a marble. They see Radha and Krishna performing their Leela. So the best way to defeat our enemy is that you become purer, and he'll become your friend. He will want to serve you. Suddenly you see in our life, after we have come to ISKCON, and every devotee has experienced. Suddenly you will get some help from someone. You are in a situation where nobody is helping you, and suddenly some help will come. And there are so many examples of so many acharyas. So Dhruva becomes pure devotee, and the arch enemy Suruchi is blessing Dhruva. The Prabhupada says, since Dhruva Maharaj was blessed by Lord due to his transcendental qualities, everyone was bound to offer him all respects and benedictions. And we can easily understand by this, Krishna is the source of entire material creation. Yasmin tishte jagat tishta. If you satisfy the Supreme Lord, every jiva will be satisfied with you. So if you feel that someone is not liking you, someone does not like you, someone is not very positive towards you, or friendly towards you, just increase your bhakti. And you will see even the demons outside who are not devotees, they will support you, they will help you. So I'll tell this last anecdote and then we'll take some questions. So in Africa, Africa, they have many natural resources, but somehow that continent has been exploited continuously. So the locals don't get benefit. Even for one dona of khichdi, they may kill. Food, survival. When it comes to survival, I was discussing with some devotee, artificial intelligence is coming up. Then people will lose their jobs. When they lose their jobs, they will have no money. When they will have no money, the crime rate will increase. Even though government and the corporates are trying to make the world a better place to live, but the world will become worse because crime rate will increase because I need food to eat. Survival is very important. So there are a lot of robberies in Africa. So few thieves, robbers, they just entered one house because nobody was there. They broke open the house and they started taking up all the things. There was a gang, 4 or 5 people, and all started taking things. And one of the team member, he saw the photo of Prabhupada. And he showed to his boss. He showed to his leader, look. And that leader said, oh, I know this man. The people who come regularly and feed our kids with hot prasadam, because devotees do food for life, khichdi distribution or any other thing they distribute. They come to our society and feed our kids. And they bring this photo. So they are good people. Keep everything back. And robbers left the house without stealing even any small thing from that house. They left it. Why? Seeing Prabhupada. Because they know this is the house of a devotee. That is how devotees get protection. They get protected by Krishna. We are being protected. We don't know how we are getting protected. It's inconceivable. I was recently traveling in India from one city to another city, and because it's monsoon season, a lot of rains, a lot of clouds, winds, a lot of turbulence, and it's very uncomfortable. And I'm traveling from the place, I traveled from Kerala to Bombay in last month. And it's all, that entire patch, this 3 months is like all turbulence. To my surprise, the flight was as smooth as you will just use a knife over the butter. Smooth takeoff, very smooth landing. So sometimes Krishna just protect you. Keep chanting. How many of you have seen this movie, Mahavatar Narsimha? Go and watch. Not about Narsingadev, it's all about Prahlad. Prahlad is just chanting and Krishna protects. He is not even trying to, even attempting to protect himself. He is just chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And for us it is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Krishna has said, Na me bhaktya pranashyati kaunteha pratijani. O son of Kunti, go and declare it to the world, my devotees will never perish. We will have an experience Amazing, amazing experience. We should just chant. We should think, we should meditate, we should reflect, we should introspect that in our life how Krishna has protected us so many times. And that will give us more conviction to become better devotees. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for a very nice presentation, Prabhu. First time I'm hearing you speak. You started your presentation by giving good advice that rather than trying to change others, one should change oneself. But the example you gave may be a little confusing, like Prahlad. Prahlad didn't try to protect himself. Who protect himself against Hiranyakashipu? Even the demigods were afraid. But why was he in trouble with Hiranyakashipu? Because he was trying to change others. He was trying to change his classmates. He was even trying to change Hiranyakashipu himself. Worship Vishnu, go to the forest, worship Vishnu. So then what is the difference? It's not about not changing others. Devotees are explicitly informed that they should do that. Go out and try to change others. But why do they do it? Because they know these fools and rascals will only be happy if they learn to love Krishna. Whereas the conditioned soul is thinking, these fools and rascals will only be happy if they learn to love me. That's the difference. So it's not about trying to change others. It's the condition of your mind, the condition of your consciousness when you're doing it. The pure devotees, they go out and they induce their followers and disciples to do the same. Go out and try to change the world. But the consciousness has to be right. We try to change the world to please Krishna, not to please myself. Whereas the conditioned souls, we know that we see so many, especially leaders nowadays, you will only be happy if you love me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Any questions? Any comments?
Hello. So my question is about something personal from yesterday. You wrote that if somebody is against you, then you should become more pure, and then they'll become your friend. So yesterday, I met somebody that I thought was like a friend, and we talked about a lot of stuff, and he taught me stuff, and then I left my bag around him, and he tried to steal from out of my bag. So I told myself that anytime I saw him, I just wouldn't say anything to him at all, or I wouldn't look at him or anything. But would it be better if I go out of my way to check on him and make sure he is okay, or try to guide him in a certain direction, even though he did that?
I understood most of the part what you spoke. I didn't understand this context. You are trying to help someone outside?
Mm-hmm. So my question is, if somebody does something to you that they shouldn't do, and you both know that they shouldn't do it, instead of avoiding the person, should you try to still be around the person? Because if you try to make yourself more pure, it can rub off on the person who, I guess, did something wrong to you.
So, see, it's not that we will not try to protect ourselves. Right? In Bhagavatam, in the 10th canto, when Kamsa is trying to kill Devaki, and Vasudev, her husband, is trying to protect. So Shukadeva Goswami explains that whenever possible, one should try to protect oneself. But if it's not possible, just raise the hands. You cannot protect. If suddenly you see the wave, tsunami coming without any alarm, then you cannot protect. Then what you do? You just chant holy name. But if you see you're walking out on the street and rain starts, so definitely you are allowed to open your umbrella. That's all right. We are not like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj didn't even request Krishna to please come and protect me. So our faith is not at that level. So Prabhupada said that if you are not healthy, if you are sick, just take some medicine. That's all right. Why are we wearing clothes? To protect our body. If it is cold, then I will wear some jacket. So that is allowed in day-to-day life. But what I was talking mainly is to change other person's consciousness or other person's outlook towards you. If some person does not like you, to change that person to like you, which is very difficult task. So then we become devotees, and then because of the purity, that person's heart will transform. You know, in the olden age, in the olden days, many yogis would go to forest and practice penances and austerities, sit in meditation for hours and days and months and years. How come the snakes are not disturbing? How come other reptiles are not disturbing? So many insects are there not disturbing him. You won't see a yogi goes to forest and practices and he comes back after one day, oh doctor, I think I have malaria. No. So I asked one person who was living like that, kind of a yogi, who was living life like that in the forest, no protection, so many snakes. He said, sometimes I sleep and at the shade, and I've seen snakes, coiled on the shade. So I said, what makes them not to attack you? He said, because the yogis, they practice and they don't have any intention to harm others. Even in their dreams, they cannot harm others. So the Paramatma seated in the heart of these reptiles, tell them not to harm this spell. So ultimately it comes to Paramatma. So when we become devotees, we become pure, then others' hearts will get transformed. That is the main thing. And if anything happens to one, we are definitely supposed to protect. We can protect ourselves. And it's our duty, because this body is given by Krishna for His service. So I must protect this, so can I serve Krishna better. Okay, Prabhu?
Thank you.
Any other question, comments? So time is up? Yes, one question Mataji has.
Hi, Hare Krishna. Oh, thank you. Hare Krishna. I like this theme you were discussing. I think you were mentioning an example of I guess taking shelter in the holy name, and I guess increasing your bhakti, improving your bhakti, as far as nothing can touch you, you'll be protected. You don't even know how Krishna will be protecting you as you increase in your bhakti, right? And would you offer some other ways in which that we can increase our bhakti? So I know chanting, and what other suggestions would you?
The best way to increase your bhakti is to increase your love for Krishna. Bhakti is all about love. So, if you love someone, you want to do so many things for that person. If a mother loves a child and child is 2 years old and it's the birthday of child, then mother will decorate the house, bake the cake, and design, put a lot of design, lot of colors, buy him new clothes, some gifts. Why? Because mother loves the child. If I develop my love towards Krishna, then I'll chant His holy name. I'll read a whole day Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. I will talk about Krishna to others. There's the only talk I will know. And I will see, oh, Krishna's temple is little bit unclean that way. I'll clean it. If some things are not arranged, I'll arrange. Because I love Krishna, I love Krishna's creation. How to develop that love, how to come to that level, so we do these activities. So we do these activities that will naturally develop the love, and even after developing the love, we continue doing these activities. Like Prabhupada chanted Hare Krishna mantra. Prabhupada is, fully in love with Krishna. I am not in love with Krishna, But I have also been suggested to chant Hare Krishna. So chant Hare Krishna, talk about Krishna, read about Krishna, serve Krishna. Krishna should be center of our life. Whatever we do, even we sleep at Krishna, you should feel, oh Krishna, make me sleep on your lap. I am your child. So that is how that love develops, that emotions, that attraction will develop. And gradually the pure love will manifest. So everything and anything related to Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak. This is in front of Srila Radha Govind Dev and Sri Radha Govind Dev Srila Prabhupada. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.